News, I'm Damien Best. Well, all is set for the first ever World Road Tennis Championships right here in Barbados starting next week. CBC's Anne-Marie Burke reports.
It was just the boost organizers needed as the City of Bridgetown Cooperative Credit Union has signed on as title sponsors for next week's staging of the World Road Tennis Championships. Set for November 9th to 13th at the Springer School, CEO of COB Steve Bell endorsed the sport as one which has great significance to the island's overall sporting development.
For Barbadians, road tennis rules the streets, and it is proudly noted that the game is played by people from all social classes, groups, sex, race, and religions. Many have recognized the appeal the sports has engendered, both locally and internationally, and the champions, both male and females, who have soared to the top of their game, thus making it a sport of great distinction.
With only 16 places available in 4 of the 7 categories, namely the Open Men and Ladies, Masters, Juniors and Doubles, a preliminary qualifying tournament had to be staged. As organizers revealed, this was necessary due to an overwhelming response.
Because of the structure of this competition, I think it is the reason that we attracted so much players in this World Road Tennis Championship. In the Open category, we attracted 58 persons. In the Masters category, 47. In the Ladies category, we attracted 28 persons. The Juniors category, 21. And the Doubles, right now, we have 24.
Of note is that other categories to be contested will be the international men and women, and the top 2 of both classes will advance to the Open Men and Women's class to play for a chance at the world title and international ranking. Given that the sport wants to be a true global sport, there is a move to include the special needs community.
We will be doing a demonstration of what we call adaptive road tennis. And that is, if we want road tennis to be a game that we package to be palatable internationally, then we must have road tennis for all. It must be an inclusive sport. So I've already had preliminary meetings with the executive of the Barbados Road Tennis Association towards putting on a tournament for special needs next year. And as a precursor to that, we're going to use the World Championships to showcase road tennis for special needs. And in fact, I was really excited when I discussed it with the guys coming from the USA, and they're going to be bringing 2 special needs road tennis players. 7
countries, including Barbados, will be represented at the World Road Tennis Championships, with the men and ladies Open champions not only playing for the world title, but for a purse of $20,000 each. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
Well, the eliminations for the World Championship Road Tennis Tournament, Tyrone Jones, he defeated Jim Haynes recently to pull off the upset. CBC's Sean Green reports on that and other matchups.
This is Nigel Harper taking on Warrington Ward in the orange tee. Harper off to a bad start, crashing into the net. And quickly after that, he was into the net once more, giving Ward a 2-love advantage. So Harper spotted the problem. It was his racket, so he had it changed. And maybe Harper was onto something, because shortly after he switched it, he unrolled this cross-court missile. Beautiful shot. Ward didn't need to change his racket, but he changed something else. He stepped at his aggression. You can't touch that. Don't even think about it. Wardy now getting fired up, winding up and releasing. Harper never saw it coming. Neither did this spectator, right between his legs. In fact, Harper never really recovered after that, and maybe he should have kept the first racket. Yeah. Ward teeing off as he took the first at 15. The second was ridiculously easy for Ward. See what I mean? And this relentless aggression continued all game, stretching out Harper to his right on the baseline before killing him off to the left. And again, this time he defeated him to his right. And I wonder if Harper needed to change his racket again. Well, I didn't know if he did or not, but what I can tell you is that Ward creamed him 21-6 to advance to the next round. This is Dighton Pararoach up against Wayne Lewis in the red, who started impressively. Good placement. This game was a bit more defensive and conservative compared to the first, with both players waiting to see who would make the first error. and it would be Lewis on this occasion. It was also highly entertaining. Power with the split to reach that one, and then the crawl. It was eventually out, but enjoyed by all. Very flexible for his age, Power Roach. And with Power leading 2017, Lewis went long to go down in the first. Second game, and the unforced errors continued to hunt Lewis, especially when he was trying to be ultra aggressive, and the frustration showed. But when his shots came off, they were superb. However, it was back to regular programming after that, as he became his own worst enemy, Roach winning the second at 15. Tyrone Jones in the blue battled Jim Haynes. Jones took the first game at 18. This is the second, and Jones was continuing to show his dominance. Jones light on his feet, and Haynes had absolutely no answer to this shot as it sped past him. The score was 15-all at this stage, and Jones was growing in confidence, but growing impatient as well. That one's out, and maybe he knows that he needs to balance aggression with patience. And that's what he did, deceiving Jim with this passing forearm shot. But if that was deceptive, then what about this? The top spin, bamboozling poor Jim at the net, as an elated Jones took the second at 15.
Well, thanks so much, Sean. Time now to continue our independence celebrations with the next pair of great Bajan sporting moments.
In 1998, Andrea Blackett brought an end to 2 droughts for Barbados as far as the Commonwealth Games were concerned. Competing in Kuala Lumpur in the women's 400-meter hurdles, Blackett won gold in 53.91 seconds. Now that brought an end to a 28-year medal drought for Barbados. Between 1970 and 1998, those would be 6 Commonwealth Games, and it also brought an end to a 40-year gold medal drought between 1958 and 1998. Back in 1958, Blair Blenman won gold in weightlifting. Back then it was called the British Empire and Commonwealth Games. He competed in the men's 75 kilogram combined. His winning result, 795 pounds. So in 1998, Blackett brought Barbados back on the map after being out in the wilderness as far as medals were concerned. She was running in lane number 4. That would be the third from the inside because lane number 1 was empty. She was the favorite coming in, and her time of 53.91 was over a second faster than the other competitors. Second was Gowrie Rachakan Hodge of England in 55.25, and third Caroline Horton of Canada, 55.53. Blackett's official time of 53.91 was a new games record. Andrea Blackett, the 1998 Commonwealth Games in Kuala Lumpur, a record setter, and in the process bringing an end to a medal drought for Barbados at these games. A great Bajan sporting moment. September 25th, 2004, the ICC Champions Trophy final between the West Indies and England at the Oval in England. England were bowled out for 217 in 49.4 overs, but the West Indies found themselves at 147 for 8, needing 71 runs to win in 16.2 overs. In stepped Courtney Brown and Ian Bradshaw, 2 Barbadians who would bring it home for the West Indies.
We'd be looking for something full and straight and quick, I would suggest. Well, it raced away. Went for the full ball, it was just a little wide. It's all ground needed. Well, it's punched away, it's a full toss and it's 4 runs. 7th in the over.
Oh, lovely shot, and they'll get 1, they'll get more. It might go away for 4, and it will. Great shot.
Bradshaw's number 10 batting like a number 3 or 4. There's the pressure on Michael Vaughan. Look at the joy of West Indies spectators.
Oh, beautiful shot. It's gone. I have won it.
victory by 2 wickets with 7 balls to spare. That was the first major title for the West Indies since the 1979 World Cup victory. ICC Champions Trophy winners in 2004, thanks mainly to man of the match Ian Bradshaw with 34 not out and Courtney Brown 35 not out. A great Bajan sporting moment.